About 2 years ago, a 75-year-old elderly man used to eat 2 boiled eggs every morning without fail. He was fully convinced that eggs were making his muscles stronger. But one day, after slipping in the bathroom, he suffered a hip fracture. The doctor said that the bone is broken, but the real problem is that your muscles have become so weak that they cannot support your bones anymore. He asked in shock, "I eat eggs every day. Then how is this possible?" He was stunned after hearing the doctor's answer. The doctor said that eggs do have protein, but your body is no longer able to use it properly. This is not just one person's story. A large study conducted on more than 80,000 elderly people revealed that after the age of 70, the human body cannot properly absorb the protein from eggs. Meaning, you are eating eggs every day, but the protein is not reaching your muscles. It is exactly like you are putting petrol in a car, but it is not reaching the engine. So how will the car run? The same thing happens to your muscles. And the scariest thing is that this problem is discovered only when it is too late. When someone falls, when walking becomes difficult, when a person becomes dependent on their own children. But what if I told you that there are 5 nuts that can rebuild your muscles in a way more powerful than eggs? Nuts whose amino acids go directly to the muscles, reduce inflammation, speed up recovery, and can make you so strong even after 70 that you can lift your grandchild in your lap. Today, I am going to tell you about those 5 nuts. And you will be surprised to hear, number 1, that how can so much power be in just 2 to 3 pieces? So make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin. Number 5, cashew. And wait, do not make the mistake of considering it just a sweet snack. There is a power hidden inside cashews that has surprised scientists around the world. Cashews contain an amino acid called leucine. Think of it as the key that unlocks the muscle-building machine in your body. Without this key, no matter how much protein you eat, muscles will not be built. And cashews contain such a high amount of leucine that no other plant-based food can compete with it. Just 18 cashews, yes, only 18 pieces. They contain approximately 500 milligrams of leucine and about 5 grams of complete protein. But the real magic does not end here, because the biggest benefit of cashew is its magnesium. After 70, people often increase their protein intake but remain deficient in magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins. The result is that muscles have the material to build, but they do not have the electricity to run.
Magnesium is that electricity. Without it, muscles cannot contract properly, walking becomes unsteady, and you start getting cramps in your legs at night. Cashews give you a start with leucine and keep it going with magnesium. But one small and very important thing. If cashews are salted or fried in oil, the benefits will be less and the harm will be more. You should always take raw or dry roasted cashews. In the beginning, not a handful. Even half a handful is enough, especially if you feel heaviness in your stomach. You can blend them in a smoothie in the morning or mix them in yogurt and eat. And if you eat them with vitamin C rich foods like orange, guava, or capsicum, the absorption of minerals becomes even better. Just remember, do not turn cashews into a sweet dish. Make them your tool of strength.
Number 4, pistachio. Now listen to a truth that is a little scary, and this is the reason why, even after exercising, people keep getting weaker after 70. The problem is not just building muscles. The real problem is muscle breakdown. If your body is breaking down old muscles every night, then whatever you build during the day goes to waste. And the nut that works most quietly to stop this breakdown is pistachio. Yes, that same small green nut that people often consider just a decoration. Pistachios contain about 6 grams of protein, but its real power is hidden in its antioxidants. As age increases, free radicals gradually damage your muscle cells, like rust on a knife. The green and light purple color of pistachio becomes a shield for your muscles. Some research found that markers of muscle breakdown in the elderly reduced by almost 19%. And one more special thing that makes pistachio different is potassium.
Think of it as the remote control of your muscles. If potassium is low, the signal to the muscles will slow down, fatigue will come quickly, and balance will start deteriorating. Therefore, always take pistachios with shells because while peeling them, you eat slowly and also avoid overeating. Having a few pistachios 1 hour before sleeping at night is best. Just enough that the stomach does not feel heavy, but muscle repair can be supported during sleep.
Number 3, almond. But the next nut strengthens the wall of your muscles. And without this wall, no matter how much protein you eat, it will not reach inside. This wall is actually the outer layer of your muscle cell, which slowly becomes thinner and weaker with age. And the nut that has the most power hidden to strengthen this wall is almond. Hearing the name of almond, most people only think about protein, but I am going to tell you a secret about it that very few people know. That is vitamin E. It not only builds your muscles, but also protects them from breaking down. Often, people associate vitamin E only with skin and hair, the glow of the face or the shine of the hair. But the truth is much deeper than this. Let me explain. Vitamin E keeps the outer wall of your muscle cells, meaning the cell membrane, strong.
Now just think, if the walls of a house are weak, no matter how valuable items you keep inside, as soon as rain comes, everything will get ruined. Exactly this happens with muscles. When the cell membrane becomes weak, amino acids and essential nutrients cannot enter the cell. You keep eating protein, you keep working hard, but nothing reaches the muscles. And with age, this membrane automatically keeps getting weaker. A large research study found that elderly people who were taking adequate amounts of vitamin E had almost 36% fewer signs of muscle damage after exercise. Yes, 36%. This is not a small number. This means that people who eat almonds have less muscle breakdown and also recover faster. Just 1 ounce of almonds, meaning about 23 pieces. This fulfills almost half of your daily vitamin E requirement. And along with that, you also get more than 6 grams of protein. Now also understand the correct way to eat them. Always eat almonds with their skin, because their brown skin is not just color. It contains fiber and polyphenols that give you additional protection. If your teeth are weak or you have difficulty chewing, soak them in water at night. By morning, they will become soft. Eating almonds about half an hour before exercise is the most correct time, because by then their nutrients have reached your blood. And if you take them with a banana or whole grain crackers after exercise, the protein reaches the muscles even faster.
Number 2, walnut. Now pause here because what I am about to tell you might be the most surprising part of this entire information. We all know that muscles need protein. We have also understood how important vitamins and minerals are. But there is one thing that very few people talk about, and that is the connection between your brain and your muscles. Just think, when you raise your hand, it does not raise itself. First, your brain sends a signal through the nervous system, and only then does the muscle contract. If this signal becomes weak, slow, or reaches the wrong place, then no matter how strong the muscles are, they will not be able to use their full power. And after 70, this becomes the biggest problem. This communication system from the brain to the muscles starts slowing down. Now the question is, which nut can strengthen this connection? The answer is walnut, and it is no coincidence that walnuts also look like the brain.
Walnuts are the only nut in the world that contains alpha-linolenic acid in abundance. This is the plant-based form of omega-3 fat, the same fat found in fish oil. This omega-3 protects your neurons and makes the signals from the brain to the muscles faster and clearer. Just 1 ounce of walnuts contains about 2.5 grams of omega-3, 4 grams of protein, and plenty of polyphenols that protect neurons from the effects of age. But the biggest miracle of walnuts is that when you eat them, your gut bacteria convert them into such a powerful compound that boosts the mitochondria of your muscles. Mitochondria are the tiny factories inside your muscles where energy is produced. When these factories work faster, muscle strength increases and fatigue decreases. Research has also observed that elderly people who eat walnuts daily have better muscle endurance. Always store walnuts in a closed container in the refrigerator because their omega-3 fat can spoil quickly. You can soak them overnight and eat in the morning, blend them in a smoothie, or sprinkle them on a salad.
Number 1 is Brazil nut. This is the large, creamy nut that grows in the Amazon forests, which most people do not even know about. Let me tell you, Brazil nuts contain something that is not found in any other food in such quantity. That is selenium. Just 2 to 3 Brazil nuts fulfill your entire day's requirement of selenium. Now, you might be thinking that selenium is just a mineral. What does it have to do with muscles? Let me explain. Selenium directly controls your thyroid gland, and the thyroid is what determines whether your body will build muscles or break them down. Just think, the thyroid is like a boss that directs every system of your body. If this boss slows down, the performance of the entire body starts declining.
Thyroid slowing down after 70 is very common, and this is why building muscles becomes difficult. The selenium in Brazil nuts keeps this boss active so that your metabolism remains in muscle building mode, but it does not end here. Selenium produces selenoproteins in the body. These special proteins directly protect your muscle cells from oxidative damage, the damage that keeps happening just from breathing and aging. Research found that elderly people who had good levels of selenium in their blood had much better muscle strength than those who were deficient in it. In one study, people over 70 years of age were given selenium for 12 weeks, and the result was that their leg strength increased by approximately 20 to 30%. The most interesting thing is that this strength did not come from building new muscles, but existing muscles started working much more efficiently. But a very important point, you should not eat too many Brazil nuts. Just 2 to 3 pieces daily are enough because too much selenium can also be harmful. Eating them at night is more beneficial because it supports the hormones that are necessary for sleep and nighttime muscle repair. Store them in a closed container in the refrigerator, and if you are taking any thyroid medication, do consult your doctor once.
So friends, these were the 5 nuts. Cashew, that provides leucine and magnesium. Pistachio, that protects muscles from breakdown. Almond, that strengthens the cell membrane. Walnut, that speeds up the connection between brain and muscles. Brazil nut, that keeps both the thyroid and muscles active through selenium. Now the question is, where to start from? Take my advice. Start with just one of them today. Start with Brazil nut first, because just 2 to 3 pieces daily and you will start feeling the difference yourself. Then slowly include the other 4 nuts in your diet. Walnuts in the morning breakfast, almonds before exercise, cashews in smoothies, and pistachios before sleeping. These are small steps, but these are the changes that stop you from becoming weak with age. Remember, these nuts are not just food, they are your independence.
The freedom to stand on your own feet, the strength to lift your grandchild in your lap, and the confidence to live without any support. If you have watched the video till here, it means that you truly care about your health. Therefore, do like this video so that this important information can reach more people. Share it. Maybe your one share will change someone's life. And do subscribe to the channel, because in the future too, I will keep bringing such important and trustworthy information for you that you will not want to miss.